Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan Metal video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the newest support challenge stage slash Extreme Z support awakening. Don't really know what these are. I mean, I know what they're called, but I mean, yeah, it's a new upgrade for a support memory. So it is the Behold support memory boost. We are boosting the Trunks and my support memory, which is great. And we're going to see just how difficult the two stages are. Now, there are some requirements. As a full-on disclaimer, I highly suggest you Extreme Z Awaken the Strength Trunks. So the Strength Super Saiyan Trunks Future, I highly suggest you Extreme Z Awaken him. It will really help you out a lot with the Super difficulty. Now, the Z Hard difficulty is relatively straightforward. I will show you just the team build. I'm not going to go through the stage because we're going to be going through the stage on Super, so I don't feel the need to do it twice. But you can see the stage on the Z Hard difficulty. It's exactly the same, just lower health, and obviously attack damage from them. So we'll be fulfilling all of the requirements for the Z Hard, and then we'll be moving on to the Super. Now, you don't need to use support items, but you can use support memories. So the mission to not use support items does not include support memories. So I highly suggest you use those if you are struggling. It will always be something that's incredibly helpful. Now, in terms of the actual support memory itself, it's a pretty decent upgrade. Essentially just boosting the abilities of it to really support that time travelers category, which yeah, is decent, but it is also one of those things. To take on the stage, you're also going to need free-to-play units, so you have to have units you've earned from events. So it's a little bit of a shame. If you have not, you're going to have to probably do a bit of farming. So this is the team for the first event. Pretty straightforward Future Saga team, because we have a requirement to use Future Saga units, etc., and Trusted Will. And we're going to keep it pretty plain, clean and simple and use this team. And you're not going to have any problems. So you can copy this team exactly. Remember, you can use support memories if you want to. But yeah. Now for the super difficulty, which is here, you need to use 3 corroded body and mind units. And we're going to be using 2 metal cooler, and we're going to be using the merged Zamasu. Now you can use the int metal cooler army if you want to. They are pretty solid, they're going to be pretty solid, but the second phase against Trunks is a physical type phase. So ideally we want to avoid int type units. We want to avoid taking on that damage from int type units, and we want to just generally focus on reducing the amount of damage that we take. Now outside of that, it's pretty straightforward. You can see here that you can stun the boss, so that is helpful. And you can stun both phases. You can stun the My phase, and you can stun the Trunks phase as well. So you can stun both phases. Keep that in mind when you're building your team. And yeah, outside of that, the only real suggestion I have, so you'll see that this footage here is from a run where I did not Extreme Z Awaken Trunks, and he was not very helpful at all. Just not very good, didn't do any damage, and really slowed us down. As soon as I Extreme Z Awakened him, he did more than enough damage, and we were able to very easily clear the event. So it's just one of those things where I highly suggest you have the characters prepared before you go in to complete the missions. Remember, corroded body and mind for this one requires 3 characters. It's quite a hefty payload, especially considering the metal cooler army units are very, very good, but they are a little bit of a grind, so keep that in mind. Outside of that though, pretty straightforward stuff. Honestly speaking, it was a very, very simple event. And yeah, it was, it was challenging. Trunks hits for a decent amount, especially if you don't have your strength units on rotation. Trunks can tend to hit a little bit hard, which can obviously give you some issues. But generally speaking, things went quite smoothly. You can see here with the Easy 8 Trunks, the amount of damage that we did was quite significant. So it was much easier with Trunks' Easy A. So if you haven't Easy A'd him before this, definitely do it now. You have to do it for the 50 ticket summon anyway, so I highly suggest you get on and get a move on. outside of that, that is basically it for me. Honestly speaking, there's not too much else after this. Once you've completed all the missions, the support memory will upgrade itself to level 5, at which point it will be maxed out and you can't really do anything else with it. So yeah, pretty straightforward. Yeah, if you need any help or anything, obviously you can leave a comment under the video and I will do my best to reply back and get you the assistance that you need. Or alternatively, you can hit me up on Twitter, or yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, pretty straightforward stuff, and the support memory I think is decent. I don't think it's crazy, but it'll be nice to see if it can help us out with some of the hard content that's been released. So always good to take a look at. And yeah, that's basically it for me. So I'll definitely be seeing you guys in the next one. And please remember to easy A that strength trunks. It'll make your life a lot easier. But until then, as always, take care, stay safe, and yeah, if you have any queries, let me know. Bye.